6:03 to play, second period, 1-1 the score between Drexel and Scranton. Kramski taken off his line. They continue play. He lost his stick, his blocker, and his glove. Still doesn't have the stick in his hand as they bat away at it in front. 5:42 left. Drexel still unable to clear. And they bring it forward. Quinn first on it as the rest of the Dragons come to the bench for a change. A wind and a fire wide. Blocked right off the stick of Huver. 5:11 to play. It's still one apiece. Brought forward here by number 9, Ryan Fitzmaurice, who pumps it back behind the net. Into the neutral zone, played across. Joe Finlayson onto the puck now as he sends it back behind the net. Chases it down himself, the one-timer won't go. Messerly in the area and it's pumped wide. Huver pinched way forward from the defense area and able to maintain possession. A one-time slapper that was blocked in front. Joe Finlayson turns with it, takes the shot, saved by Lenway. Shot off the face-off, 4:30 to play, one apiece. Scranton brings it into the zone. That one-timer comes in front. Kramski had to shovel it to the side boards. Out to center ice, Jimmy Bell able to pump it into the neutral zone. Drexel with control. Here's Chase Tomorrow coming in. Nice defensive play by number 14, Owen Muller, but Drexel gets it right back. It's in front. Bell is in the area, didn't see it, tried to whack at it with the backhand, and it stays out. Montague keeps it in at the point for Drexel. Flip forward, that's tipped in front. And Lenway makes the save. Jimmy Bell taken to the ice as he tried to poke away at the goaltender. 3:27 to play, second period. A good one here from the class of 1923 arena. Referees having a discussion here. And that referee came over and just fired the stick into the Scranton bench. Scranton player was asking to have the stick handed to him, and he just cavalierly flew it into the bench. Tensions are escalating here. .305 to play. Back behind the net, Drexel looking to get possession of the puck. There's a big hit from Gianluca Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli onto the puck. Scala Rosenbaum has it now. In between the circles. Takes the shot. The deflection came just wide of the net. Finlayson trips up, I think, just on the ice itself. Kind of a choppy spot of the ice. He went down without contact. Turning on it now, sending it all the way down the ice. That is icing as it came short of the red line and will go down the other way. 2:30 to play, first period. And we got a penalty holding. Drexel commits the penalty, goes against number 4, Lucas Freeman. He's into the box for 2 minutes. Save made by Kramsky with 1:50 to go on this power play. Here's a big save by Kramsky, but the follow scores. Marcus Gurega puts it in. And just 18 seconds into the power play, it's Scranton with a 2-1 lead. Big time goal there. They got a great opportunity in between the circles. Kramsky made the first save, but not much you can do there on the follow. Gurega crashes the far side post and puts it in. And that could have been a trip, not called. Another shot comes on, wrapped up there by Kramsky. Final minute 49 of the second period, and it has been a testy one here from the class of 1923 arena. Certainly I can understand both benches aren't particularly pleased with one another after some of the near fisticuffs, but again, that official just cavalierly flew that stick above the head of the Scranton player there as he was waiting to receive it being handed off. And again, I don't understand. That feels like an official losing his cool, something you would not expect. Of course, an emotional game that you'd see on both sides, but can't stress enough. I don't think I've seen that one before. This one dropped in front in between the circles, comes back to the slot. Whisked wide there of the net. Drexel first on it. Up to the point. Meisenbacher plays forward. That shot blocked. Comes back onto the stick of Pirro. Pirro tried to backhand it across, but a nice job by Noah Montague. This up to the point. Brought down with the stick from Drexel, but heads to the backboards. 58 seconds left. This one sent all the way down and is an icing. 56 seconds left in the period. They're going to wave off icing here, 43 seconds left. Puck collected by John Foster. Drexel out shooting Scranton 25-15, but it's Scranton with the 2-1 lead. 31 seconds left. Here's a turnover. Rudloff dropped in front, and it comes high off the deflection from Scranton. They'll bring it forward. 23 seconds left in the period. Royals will need to touch up, and they do. 16 seconds left. Chance for one more rush. Brought down. Here's Foster. 7 seconds left. Brings it through one defender. He could get one more shot at it. Down to 2 seconds, down to 1. And that will end the period. So another 20 minutes in the books. Drexel trails 2-1 to Scranton. And we're heading towards what should be a good finish here from the class of 1923 arena. Hang with us as we have more interviews with you coming your way to stave off the time between the second and the third period. It's intermission here at Drexel. This game brought to you by Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business.
Here with head coach Kyle Zoldi on the Drexel Hockey Network. Kyle, another great season last year all the way to the national tournament and one heck of a fight against Oklahoma in that first game. Tell me about 2019-2020, what the expectations are, and what you guys learned from last year's campaign.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, certainly proud of the effort last year. You know, we fell one goal short of our one goal, which is a little ironic. You know, we're still searching for that first national tournament win, but you know, couldn't be prouder of the effort and just the never quit mentality that you guys, you know, anybody who watched that game saw in the third period. So certainly proud of that. And I think, you know, heading into this year, expectations are right kind of where we left off, you know, pick up where we left off. The preseason rankings just came out, so we're ranked number 23rd in the country to start, which is another program best. And, you know, I think we're excited about some of the prospects we have coming in. Certainly lose some key pieces in some of our senior leadership from last year, but I think we have a young core that's ready to assume the responsibilities and, again, you know, win our conference is our first goal and get another shot at a national tournament victory. So.
These interviews, Kyle, will be seen amongst other places during Drexel Hockey Network broadcasts. And
yes, sir.
They're going to be seeing some brand new digs for you guys.
Yeah.
The class of 1923 arena.
Absolutely.
Walk us through the process throughout the summer, where you expect that to be by game one, and then more so what folks are going to see on a game-by-game basis at the new digs for Drexel Hockey.
Yeah, no, we're super excited. It's been a little bit of a headache over the offseason, just having to, you know, move out of our home rink and get all of the equipment and everything that we've kind of built into our locker room area there out so they could get these renovations done for us. But in the end, it's going to be great. They've replaced all the roofing, brand new lighting. It's supposed to be up to the NCAA standards, so that should be good for you from a streaming perspective. It's going to look really good for the viewers at home. All new boards, all new glass, new sound system. So yeah, we're really excited. I think it's going to be a really great you know, viewing experience from streaming wise, and then, you know, obviously coming to the games and seeing it live, it's going to be a good atmosphere for sure.
So for somebody that might be watching this right now, game one, game two, some of the early games, and think I really want to get myself over there and see these guys in person, what would you say to a Drexel student or just generally folks in Philadelphia that want to get involved with this program?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we try to have a pretty strong social media following and, you know, do our best to showcase and, you know, present the team on there. So we certainly have all the schedules posted on there just for folks to figure out what day time works best for them. You know, it's typically Saturday nights are our home game slots. So if you're looking for something to do, 7:30 on a Saturday. For our students, it's right on campus. And we have, you know, now 60 plus players in the program. So I think, you know, just from friends and family of them, the word's starting to spread amongst campus and, to your point, in the Philadelphia community as well. So,
always difficult to replace captains in a senior class. You guys had a special one last year,
absolutely.
Most winning class in the history of the program. Now you're going to engender a whole new group of seniors that are going to be the veterans and leaders on this team. Absolutely. What would you say to them heading into this year? Yeah,
I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, you can't replace guys, especially your leaders, what they do just from an intangible perspective, the leadership they bring, the maturity they bring, showing guys the right way to do things on and off the ice. But I think that they have done such a good job of, you know, presenting what we expect to our younger guys in the past that, you know, Mike Churchavara, Pat McGinley, Jamie Crane, which will be our leadership core for this year, have seen the right way to do things and are ready to assume that responsibility and kind of pick up right where we left off. So, you know, that notion of working hard, respecting your teammates, respecting each other, that's instilled in everybody that we bring in, and they're ready to continue to showcase that, I think.
So Kyle Zoldi here, the head coach of Drexel Hockey. You see him behind the bench, dressed up all nice with the suit and tie.
It's a nice shirt you got there, buddy.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
all swagged out here with DUIH material.
Yes,
but
sir.
Folks may not know a lot about Kyle Zoldi besides what they see behind the bench. So in your own words, your journey to this point as the head coach obviously comes from your playing days at Drexel, but how does Kyle Zoldi find himself as the head coach behind the bench right now?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of fell into my lap coming out of the playing days at Drexel, as you alluded to. I was ready to kind of step away from the game after playing, and it just so happened at the time that our head coach had taken another opportunity down in the Virginia area, so the head coach role was open. The school asked me to kind of come in and interview for it, and was offered the position. That was back in 2013, 14, and here we are 7 years later, kind of running with it. And along the way, we've had some really good assistant coaches come through, many of which have stayed, and we've been able to build the staff to extend into the Division II program as well. We have a really strong presence of alumni that have come back and wanting to devote their time to coaching and continuing to grow the program, which I just think speaks volumes, right? That they want to come back and give back after their playing days are up as well. So yeah, 7 years later, here we are. Program's at its peak right now, but still hungry for that next level, I think.
All right, so let's get to some fun ones here.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how many of these you can answer, but let's start with, if you had to pick one guy who's the funniest guy on this hockey team, who would it be and why?
I think Josh Sklar has a very big personality. He's always somebody who, whether it's an outrageous suit to a home game or experimenting with the facial hair, he always has something to keep the boys laughing and entertained, and I think the coaches get a kick out of it as well. So he's got quite the personality on him.
The messiest player on the team on road trips and wherever that may take you.
The messiest player on road trips. I don't know about that one, to be honest. We ride the guys pretty hard on cleaning up after themselves, so I think I'm proud to say that I can't pick a name out for that one, Bob.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
That's good.
So.
Whether that's true or not, or if he's just deflecting
exactly.
the question, we'll let the viewers decide.
Exactly.
All right, Coach. Well, hey, don't want to take too much of your time,
No, I
but
appreciate
you coming on and giving some insight on the program, and we're looking forward to another great year with Drexel Hockey Network.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Bob.
Intermission here on the Drexel Hockey Network. We have Josh Finlayson here with us. Josh, thanks for the time.
No problem. Thank you, Chair.
Hey, my pleasure. So walk me through this season, expectations, change in the conference. A lot of change with your program.
Yeah, last year we kind of came with a lot of question marks in the first year, but after the first few games we kind of noticed that we can compete, and then about, I'd say 9 or 10 games in, we were about the top of the league. So I think this year we're just trying to take the next step and keep building what we got on. I think we have a great group of guys that just really want to compete, and we're moving to a very competitive division. It's one of the best in the country. So we're confident, but we're also humble about ourselves, so I think we can go a long way this year.
Freshmen coming in, have you gotten the opportunity to meet and see a lot of them, and how do you expect them to compete right away?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of freshmen came in pretty quick, and I mean, every year it shocks me how good these young players are that come in, and they just compete right away, and there's a lot of talent on the ice every game. And I mean, we have a ton of depth, so every line 1 through 4 and all our D pairings have a ton of talent, and yeah, we just can roll lines, and I think that's what we do. We just tire out teams and just grind on them and then wear them out, and then we kind of just go in there and put up some points.
That's good. When somebody is going to watch, D2 hockey for the first time at Drexel, what are they going to see? What's the character, the identity of this particular hockey team?
I think from going back last year and watching a lot of our games, I think we just roll 4 lines and just pound teams out. We have a ton of depth, and we just work really hard. I think our work ethic's crazy. We for everything, if we on the power play, even strength or a penalty kill, we just work as hard as we can and just put in as much effort every single shift. And we may not be the most skilled team every night, but we're definitely the hardest working.
Well, I certainly think that. I had the opportunity to broadcast you guys a few times, and you guys can move, you guys can fly, you guys make things difficult on people. Welcoming teams that maybe you might have seen last year to a brand new class of 1923 arena, what's that going to be like?
It's going to be special. I mean, I haven't seen the rink in 5 months now, so the first practice is going to be pretty cool. It'll be cool getting some new boards on there that are pretty. Last year the boards are a little unpredictable sometimes. You get a little, if you dump the puck sometimes it'll pop out somewhere, but hopefully you gotta, and just keeping the home rink atmosphere. I feel like last year I think we didn't lose at home. I think we're pretty sure we were undefeated, so we got to keep that home mentality as we just go in with winning mentality every game.
So I asked a few D1 guys, and most of them didn't take the bait for a Kyle Zoldi impression. But do you have a Justin Levin impression for us, or a Mike Antoni, or?
Oh wow. So let's see. I'm trying to think of a good quote that comes from our team.
I'll grant you immunity too. I don't know if I have the power to do that.
I don't know.
It can't be held against you.
I know. Should have prepped for this one a little better. I was trying to. I heard you guys ask a lot of the funniest guys on the team. I was trying to prep him for that one. Wasn't expecting that.
That'll come next.
Oh, it'll come next. All right, cool. A good Reg impression. I don't know if I got one. He's more just kind of comes in for like 5 minutes before a game and just gives his little spiel, and then we're ready to go. So he keeps it pretty quick before the game. So doesn't really have a saying.
Okay. So now the one you were prepared for. Funniest guy on the team.
All right, so there's a couple, but I think I'm going to have to give it to Pete. I mean, he was pretty close to in the locker room every game. He's a very calm guy in the locker room, but also a little bit of goofball sometimes. Keeps it very light in the locker room, which is great. So, yeah, definitely, I think Pete's the guy for that one.
Okay. And then the most profound, somebody that'll make you think.
Wow. In the locker, that's a tough one.
And why?
Wasn't ready for that one, I have to say.
That's part of being on the hot seat.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank
you. Most profound? Probably going to go. So there's three of them. So we got the three people sitting next to each other in the locker room. We got Shelly, Maz, and Carlson. They're all right next to each other in the locker room. So putting them together it's a pretty scary group, and get interesting sometimes.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, I appreciate the time. Thanks for playing along with the questions on the hot seat. And we'll be watching, we'll be broadcasting, and we're looking forward for a big year for you guys.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. And it's intermission here for the Drexel Hockey Network broadcast of Drexel Hockey from the class of 1923 arena. We have D1 coach Dylan Dignan with us here. And Dylan, you made an interesting transition this year from the D2 team up to the D1 team. Yeah. What's that been like? And if you could break down some of the differences between D1 and D2, I think you're in a unique position to explore that.
Yeah, so far, I mean, just from a time commitment, last year for D2, we had one practice a week, 2 games a week mostly. So now we're ratcheting that up with D1, goes to 3 practices a week, 2 games a week. Seems like the competition is also, spread out a little bit more, so there'll be more travel and all that kind of stuff. So just off the bat, more time at the rink, which is always good. Spending all my weekends and stuff at the rink, no place I'd rather be. And then just from a depth perspective, for D2, we had a lot of young guys. Leadership had to have come from a lot of the coaches, trying to gather some of these younger players. Some people stepped up, but for the D1 team, we have returners. We have people who know the system. We already can go through and just hit the ground running, whereas with D2, we were really trying to build a culture last year as it is our first year. So a lot of differences, but I'm very excited to make the transition. Already enjoying it, so having my own opinions about different things.
So if you could, based on what's PC and on camera, the differences between Justin and Kyle thus far from what you've seen.
The differences between Justin and Kyle, just the way, first off, how we run the practices is different. With Justin, we, especially like I mentioned, having less experience, going through more of the systems and trying to go through that step by step. Whereas with Kyle, we're going high compete, high speed, and in between drills and things like that. So how we're running practices, and you can tell that.
Welcome back inside the class of 1923 arena. Puck drop, and we are underway here in the third period. It's Scranton 2, Drexel 1. Drexel's outshot Scranton by 10, but it was a midway through the second period goal that put Scranton ahead 2-1, and now Fresh sheet of ice out there. Drexel's been flying around. Let's see if they can put one in the back of the net, get things tied, and work their way towards victory here tonight. Or will it be Scranton upping their record to 6-5-1 on the road? They're unbeaten at home, but they ain't at home tonight. They're on the road in Drexel territory at the class of 1923 arena. Drexel's been good here, 6-10 overall, 4-2 though at the home rink, looking to improve that record. Rudloff plays it back behind for Noah Montague. That will come off the sideboards hard and into the neutral zone. Good pass there. Scala Rosenbaum kind of jumps through one defender, and Drexel has to touch up. Touched up at the line there. Kramsky, the goaltender, gets a touch. Plays it back behind for Huver. Huver gives it away. And now Mazzarelli has it. Played forward for Scala Rosenbaum, the best skater that this Drexel team has. Turns on the Jets, pulls it around. Shot in front there, could not get it to the net. Mazzarelli is in there with Finlayson. Finlayson's sticks is raised. And now Mazzarelli has it, dumping it back behind the net. Finlayson was taken down. Now he'll come to the far side boards. Huver lays a lick after coming up on the pinch. Drexel cannot coerce that puck free. A stick lift, though, will keep it in the zone. Mazzarelli comes onto the backhand, turns it at the edge of the circle. Sent across, that was dangerous. And fortunate for Drexel to come up with that puck. That's Benjamin Shelley. Now played forward to the red line. That will come wide. Don't know why the goaltender did that. That was an icing. Jostled for back behind the net. Scranton comes up with it. The Royals able to get it out of the zone. That's ripped off his own man, number 10, Karen Gruby. And now Scranton will throw a two-hopper deep from south of the red line. Good move there by Quinn. Gets to the red line, dumps it deep. Laurie is in there, as is Josh Sklar. Laurie was first to it, but Scranton able to pump it forward, and they'll get it out of the zone. Skating onto it now, Matthew Pirro, but it's taken away from him. Montague dumps it deep. 16:58 to play, third period. Big hit there along the sideboards. Montague tried to pinch. Scranton came forward, but Josh Sklar first on the puck. Looking for control. Scranton has it. Ripped along the boards. That stays at the half level. All the way around, and Montague comes back the other way. Here's Tim Mikulik with it. Quinn eluded there by number 24, John Foster, but then Foster has trouble with it. Mikulik back behind the net, as is Chase Tomorrow, and it's Scranton coming free with it. Here's Thomas Murphy up the ice, number 22. A two-hopper, Kramsky there, safely to the sideboards. Dangerous pass there. Drexel able to get a clearance, but that came right across the offensive zone for Scranton with a Royal in pursuit. Jimmy Bell, good work there. The shot didn't get a ton on it, and it's into the catching glove of the goaltender, Drew Lenway. $15:52 to play, third period. Scranton dressed in the road black uniforms with the purple shoulders, the white trim. Drexel in the home white uniforms. That's sent all the way down. That should be icing. There's your whistle. Still haven't registered a shot on net here in this third period, at least per the scoreboard. 15:44 to play. Here's a shot by Bell, had to be saved by Lenway. Back behind the net, Drexel all over the puck. But a good stick lift there by Scranton. Not out, though, as Turning on it there was Bell. Back behind the net is Joseph Zanni. Zanni couldn't control it though and could not then clear it for Scranton. Drops behind. DeMauro is in the area as he nudges on Zanni. Bell is in there. He tried to displace the puck, but it's sent forward and carried up now by Liam Feely. Feely taken off the puck. Huber, as well as number 19, Joe Finlayson in the area. Finlayson keeps it in the zone. Into the slot, takes the shot, didn't have a ton on it, and Lenway covers it up. Certainly not Lenway's best there either. This one has to be caught and no rebound. You're going to see the rebound squirt right there. Fortunate that there were no Dragons in the area, but one that he is not going to like on film. A little bit better than 5 minutes into this third period. There's a shot saved by Lenway. I want to welcome those of the D1 team victorious here today against IUP on the bus ride home that are watching this one on the Drexel Hockey Network. We'll see you guys here next weekend as you guys set to take on University of Rhode Island. Noah Montague turns on the puck. Well, he rips that one. That came in an off angle. And as a result, a giveaway, potentially an opportunity, but a great poke from behind again by Montague. Blake Cleland was first to the puck, gets it to the point, but not out. Distributed back down by Max Meisenbacher. Drop deep below the goal line. Blake Cleland's in the area, as is Benjamin Pollock. Pollock in there for Scranton. He was poked from behind there. Could have been a cross check, but nothing called. Matthew Pirro, he'll get to the puck, but displaced there, and Drexel comes back the other way to the red line and jumped back down the ice as Scranton gets a change. 13:40 to play. Still that 2-1 score, a lead for the visiting Scranton Royals. And again, Scranton content to just possess near the red line, dump it deep, and chase it. Drexel's been good about clearing, but have not been able to create the opportunities here in this third period. This could be one as it's sent forward for Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum drops it in front. Not a lot on it. It was right on the doorstep. Cleared away by the defense. One more shot. That's ripped high and wide. Never had a shot. Skylar Rosenbaum comes onto the puck. Up to the dot. In between the circles, the shot just wide. Now dropped in front. It comes right across the blue paint. And now Scranton will get the clearance. Good pressure there from Drexel. Carried out by Marcus Garega. Good work there by Jake Rudloff. Rudloff gets it on his right stick. He scores! Can you believe that? How about the individual effort? Jake Rudloff, incredible. Caught Lenway by surprise and beat him just in between the elbow and the ribs. Second time Lenway's been beaten in that fashion here tonight. Boy, that's all about Rudloff, though, and his ability to stay with the play. 4 other Dragons were behind the play. They expected that to be cleared away. Not Rudloff. Incredible. A wind and a shot that was blocked. Perhaps an opportunity here for Scranton. Zanni onto the puck. He shoots. Big save by Kramsky. And now a lot of ice the other way. 3-on-2. Bell leads the charge. He lost the puck in his skate. That is an icing, though, and will come back the other way. 11:59 to play, third period. Drexel has controlled the shots. We've talked about that over the course of the evening. 31-16, the shot total. One-timer, what a save by Lenway. That shot came from the stick of Zach Messerly and had a good chance to go. Lenway, great lateral movement to get to the opposite post. Now Blake Cleland, he'll carry it up. Push forward, just past the stick of Freeman. Now Joe Finlayson carries the puck, looks for help. Sent across in front. Freeman tried to put his second one in there, but it's saved by Lenway. Kept in at the point. Lucas Freeman's shot goes just high of the net. That one whizzed by the head of the goaltender, Lenway. Flick tie back below the goal line. Freeman in there. What a great job by Corey Freeman to displace that puck. Cleland keeps it in at the point, but now it's carried back the other way by Liam Feely. Here's number 24, John Foster. Foster holds it up, sent across, got nothing on that one. Great job defensively by Lucas Freeman. Delay offside. And up the ice is Josh Finlayson, who rips one just high of the bar. Into the neutral zone it comes. Looking for possession here, and Drexel will have it. And it's Rudloff who scored the last one in a very similar situation. 1 on about 4 did not matter. And a good pass up the ice onto the tape of Matthew Pirro. Pirro goes to the forehand and is run into the wall by Noah Montague. Here's Simon Scala-Rosenbaum. A good stick lift there from Scranton, but the Dragons still on it. Josh Finlayson to the blue line. Here's Sklar. Sklar whiffed as he tried to send it in front. Still working for possession and taken off the puck there by Cody Malaysiak. Malaysiak into the neutral zone, pushes it forward, but really no possession here for Scranton. They're going to get it back and fire it deep. Rudloff, that's touched up by the stick of Finlayson and Scala-Rosenbaum. He finds Sklar. Sklar had Finlayson, could have dropped it back, elected not to. Scala-Rosenbaum, he'll drop it back, and it's Sklar in the area, and he gives it away. Not his best shift. The other way, there's a save by Kramsky. Just had to center that one up and direct it to the sideboards. Well done. Off that shot from Thomas Murphy. Murphy comes back onto the puck, and he gives it away. That's a terrible pass. 2-on-2. Mikulik comes back the other way. Mikulik trying for the wraparound. Well defended. To the opposite point. Huver with a shot. That was well high. Corralled by Shelley. Mikulik, he'll take the shot. A big save there. Blocker side. Huver plays it deep. Mikulik in the area, as is Marcus Garega. Garega able to get it free, and they will get the clearance. This will come up short of icing, and now it's a race to the puck. Sent forward. That wasn't touched, but Demara will get there first, so no icing. He's back behind the net. He tries to bring it in front now, waiting for reinforcements. Deep there is Mark Laurie. He has the puck now. Shelley wanted the puck. Now he does slide forward to the dot. There's a shot. Hits right in front. Jamming away on it. It goes wide into the backboards. Lenway not his best here in the third period. Here it comes, 1-on-none. And didn't get the shot off. Kramsky stayed in position, but not nearly good enough from Scranton. And now the other way. Messerly. They're going to wave off the icing. Messerly got there first anyway. Jammed into the boards, and a late penalty coming. About a half second to a second for that official to raise that arm, but it is going to be a penalty against Scranton. Potentially a tough call there, as Messerly really lost his footing first and was heading into the wall anyway. And without losing the footing there, that might just be your normal solid hit. But Zanny, as a result, goes to the box for 2 minutes, and Drexel, with 7 minutes and 41 seconds to play in the third period, is a man up for the next 2 minutes or until they score the goal. Here's a foot race for it. Rudloff will get there first for Drexel. Now will they be able to clear it? But with the power play, Scranton all too happy to back off. And that's a giveaway here for Drexel. More precious seconds bleeding off the clock. 1:30 to play on this man advantage for Drexel. Skylar Rosenbaum plays it forward. Colin Quinn carries behind the net. Nearly lost possession. It's sent down below the goal line. Josh Finlayson, the big, strong forward on the puck. Quinn in there as well. Finlayson brings it free. Turns on it along the far side board. Skylar Rosenbaum at the top of the circle takes the shot. It's saved by Lenway. One more look. Pulls it onto that wrister and fires it home, but a nice save by Lenway. 56 seconds left on the man advantage. It's 2 apiece here in the third period. Mike Antoni behind the bench today for Drexel. Justin Levin unable to be here tonight. And Antoni told me before the game he was expecting the guys to be flying around here today and get a sense for how hard everybody's been working individually over the course of the break. They've acquitted themselves well, out shooting Scranton 34-16, but it's all tied at 2. Coming in for a landing here in the final 6 minutes and 20 seconds. 37 seconds left on the power play. Drexel a man up. Here's Josh Sklar. He's into the zone and rips it deep. Mark Laurie onto the puck. 2 Scranton Royals are in the area, including number 14, Owen Muller. Muller jams away at the puck, as does Marcus Garriga. Now Drexel with possession again. 5:51 to play, 10 seconds left on the power play. Drexel might get one more look. Here's Tim Mikulik. Sent across the ice. There's a shot. It goes just wide. It might have been saved by the pad of the goaltender there. And it's ripped deep. That is on net. That would have been icing, given that it was 5-on-5 at the time it was ripped. But it came on net, and Kramsky there to cover up with 5:32 to play. Here comes Drexel the other way, looking for possession. Scranton comes up with it. Poked forward there. On to the puck is number 8, John Forlanza. Fitzmaurice, I should say. Nearly scored there. That one did not get all the way through. Ryan Fitzmaurice, John Forlanza, 2 of the guys that are the biggest scoring threats for this Scranton team. Both of them touched the puck on that last opportunity. Big hit there. Takes down Joe Finlayson. We're under 5 minutes to play. Shelley sends it wide and builds up the ice here. Joe Finlayson is 3-on-2. Trying to drop it across, could not. Montague sent across. Shelley winds and fires. That's well high. Could not keep that one down. A little excited to fire that one at the net. There's a shot. Didn't have a lot on it. Went well wide. Nice turn there by Rudloff with number 9, Ryan Fitzmaurice, right on him. Here comes Scranton, right on net. It's loose in front, and Skylar Rosenbaum comes the other way. We get a stoppage as Kramsky is down. The net is off its moorings, and a Scranton player is in the net, and he looks a little shaken up as well. Clock stopped at 4 minutes and 8 seconds left in the period. Kramsky has his helmet off. Now he puts it back on, and he does look to be okay at the moment. Everybody seems to be all right, which is a good thing. Attacking the net late in this game. It was a great opportunity for Scranton, but could not get a great shot on it, and Logan Kramsky made the save when it came to him. Now we got another save on that one, but it was a dangerous rebound. Back behind the net, Scranton first to it. That's number 11, Marcus Garriga. Couldn't find a man. Drexel not getting the clearance yet. Garriga on the puck. Foster's in there as well. Right at the blue line, and they do finally get the clearance. Scala Rosenbaum just out, skates two guys, brings it on, and it's back behind the net. Josh Finlayson turns on it. Here's Scala Rosenbaum. He shoots, and it's just wide. And it's brought forward by Foster. Foster 2-on-1. And a great job to lay down by Jake Rudloff. He scored the second goal, but that might be the play of the day. Tim Mikulik the other way. His shot is blocked immediately off his stick. Rudloff now keeps it in on the forecheck. Mikulik in there as well. And into the neutral zone it comes. Chase tomorrow, 2:56 to play. He carries it on, goes to his backhand, and couldn't get the shot off. Dropped back behind. Jimmy Bell in the area. He's taken down. Another big hit, this time takes down Scranton. Blake Cleland plays it back. Pressure there came from Kieran Regan from Scranton. And that is kept in the zone by DeMauro. Dropped back behind for Bell. Bell's pass is intercepted, and it comes back the other way. Garriga played forward. Fitzmaurice lost the puck, and a good play by Blake Cleland. That's when it could have been waved off there, as that came right through the legs of Joseph Zanni, but the pace is what led to the call being made. 2:16 to play, 2 apiece here at the class of 1923 arena. This puck found its way out of the zone. Scranton back there to get it. 2 new men on for Drexel. It's Zach Messerly and Joe Finlayson. Good move there. 1-on-none. He just missed it, but what a move by Fitzmaurice. And he tried to beat Kramsky's short side at the tail end. We stay tied for now. Messerly along the near side, as well as Joe Finlayson. Hounded there by Liam Feely. Back behind the net, it's Corey Freeman. He scored the first goal of the night for Drexel. And it's dropped in front. Scranton was there looking for the clearance, but they don't get it. Freeman tried to send it back to the point. Montague shot just wide. Might have been saved there. Tough to see from the angle, but that might have been saved by Lenway. This one is out of the zone. 1:08 to play in regulation. Bob Long, Mike Crisafulli, your broadcast team here. Touched up at the line by number 20, Matthew Pirro. He funnels it back behind the net. He follows Noah Montague. Montague pulls it up. And that's a long pass, and it's not going to be icing. Scala Rosenbaum wins the race to the dot. Played back behind for Josh Finlayson. And it's pulled free by Scranton. Not a lot of numbers here for the Royals, and that comes into the stick of Rudloff. Rudloff pushes it forward, and they waved off the icing there as well. Here's Sklar with it. Sklar, shot high and wide. Rudloff with possession, plays it deep, now up to the point. There's a shot that goes high and wide as well. Scala Rosenbaum with 8 seconds left. Sklar to the backhand, takes another shot, and it's blocked. One more shot at it, turning at it with 1, with 0. There is the whistle. To overtime we go. Drexel and Scranton. A good one here from the class of 1923 arena. Some tired legs out there. Rudloff on a knee. And we'll take a look at the respective benches here now as these teams get ready for the overtime period. So if you're Mike Gantoni, what are you telling your guys right now? You've given it all out there for the last 60 minutes, and he's asking here for 5 more. First game back from break. What a way to come back indeed. Look at Gino Angeloni in there as well. Dialing something up. What's the line that you're going to put out there? I would say the best line of the day has been Finlayson and Scala Rosenbaum. They've put a lot of opportunities out in front. Neither of them have scored, but they've both been unbelievable in terms of putting pressure on the Scranton defense. However, your goal scorers, Corey Freeman, hasn't had nearly as much ice time as those guys. And then Jake Rudloff, essentially on a broken play, the rest of the Drexel Dragons had moved back on defense. But he stayed with it, poked it free, somehow got it on his forehand, and was able to poke it by the goaltender, Josh Lenway. So, let's see what they come out with. And because we only have so much technology here, for the heck of it, it's overtime. Bear with me, folks. We're in the 4th. There is no OT button on this digital graphic that we have. Maybe on the next update. Golden goal here. An overtime game. Drexel's first overtime game here at home this year. 5 minutes on the clock. That one dropped right in front. Drexel with a shot. A big save there. DeMauro couldn't get the second shot off, and it's poked away from Montague. That was nearly the ender there, about 5 seconds into the overtime period. 4-on-4 overtime here at the D2 ACHA level. DeMauro comes right in on that, brings it across, and what a save by Lenway. And we play on here at the class of 1923 arena. Tremendous movement laterally with that pad to the opposite post. 4:26 to play. Face-off controlled by Scranton. Carried forward by the Royals, number 10, Kieran Gruby. Gruby hit into the boards. Big hit there on the backside of the net. Puck is sent loose. Rudloff is in the area. And a hand pass. And I think that stemmed from behind the net. It kind of looked that way. As number 14, Ian Huver, I didn't see the stick, and somehow that puck came flying out of there. We were blocked from our angle, but the hand pass makes sense from my vantage point. 3:58 to play. Overtime period here at the class of 1923 arena. For those of you just joining us, as mentioned, that's why we have 4th on here. There is no OT function, so bear with us. It's the overtime period here. 4-on-4 hockey, 2 apiece. Ian Huver back behind the net. John Forlenza. Make that Ryan Fitzmaurice patiently waits. And it's given away. There's the shot, saved by Kramsky. Big time there from Kramsky to come up with it at the right time, and now they're going at it. Caught just a piece of that one. Drexel did not take too kindly to the extra jab from Liam Feely. To Feely's credit, though, that puck was still loose for a moment there, and that's why he jabbed at it. But I also understand why the goaltender, Logan Kramsky, doesn't like it, and why the defenders for Drexel doesn't like it. It's just the game of hockey. Drexel with a plus 19 shot advantage, 36-17 here tonight. But the next goal wins this one. Dropped in front, Sklar. That's a pretty nice play. Good vision that time to find Montague. Foster plays it across. Scranton plays it forward. That was intended for Pirro. Foster has to come back to it as Sklar follows him every step of the way. 2:54 to play in this overtime period. 4-on-4 hockey. This corralled up at the red line. It's ripped down the ice. Deflected on its way down there. Drexel will get a change. Josh Finlayson out for another run. Skylar Rosenbaum out there as well. Scranton carries it forward, sends it to the backside. Garega got a stick on it, but then abandoned the fight. It was poke free, though. And they score! Game winner. Scranton wins it 3-2. Garega had given up the fight, but there was one more, and it looked like Pirro in the area, and Kramsky didn't see him on the weak side. A backhand beats him short side, and that's your ball game. Drexel moves to 4-2-1 here at home. Scranton moves to 12-5-1 and 6-5-1 on the road. First game back from break was a good one, a thriller all the way to the final. But it's the Scranton Royals coming up with a goal in the final seconds. A 3-2 win for the Royals. And Drexel right back at it tomorrow as they will take on the University of Delaware in another D2 matchup here at the ACHA level. Again, starts at 7:30 p.m. Be here with us on the Drexel Hockey Network for it. You can find that link tomorrow afternoon-ish. We'll get that up on the Drexel Hockey Network. That's on the Drexel Point Streaks website. You can also find us on Twitter at Drexel Hockey and at Bob Long Sports. We also do a Twitter stream on at Drexel Hockey as well. No interviews here tonight. We will say goodbye, bid you adieu here from the class of 1923 arena. Once again, your final. University of Scranton 3, Drexel 2, an overtime winner for Matthew Pirro. For Mike Crisafulli, my cameraman, and the rest of the Drexel hockey staff, the best group of managers around here at the ACHA level, I'm Bob Long, saying so long here from the class of 1923 arena until tomorrow night.